What's up, y'all? It's your boy JayDUB.
And me, LiLItaly.
LiLItaly right there too, man. Hey, listen, man. We had some issues with the truck, Carolina Blue, at the shop. Gonna need a new turbo. We took it there to get the head adjustment on it, which is the adjustment of the valves. And when you do that, it sends your engine back to the original specs of which it came in terms of the way it runs and stuff.
From factory.
Now, if you have a bad turbo or something like that, it's going to show up. The symptoms are going to show up a lot easier and clearer because the engine is actually running like it should, which is great, So it runs, it purrs like a kitten, but is forcing oil into the engine through my intercooler off the turbo. The turbo is leaking, and so we're going to have to get a new turbo for Carolina Blue. Now, we would rebuild the turbo, but rebuilding the turbo doesn't have a warranty.
And it costs more.
Yeah, it costs
a new one.
Yeah, it costs more, about the same. So it's just like you might as well spend the money to get it right, saying? And so we didn't have the money. The company did help us out, saying we got a late call after, as you get ready to go through the video and see what was going down with Carolina Blue. The company called us later that day and said, hey, we got you back. So that's what's up. And that all went down
while we were studying the Word of God, y'all.
Yeah.
Talk about God works in mysterious ways,
man.
and God will answer your prayers. Let me tell you, we were in the middle. We had 5 chapters we were reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had done 3.5. And then the phone rang. And he don't never pick up the phone while we're studying, because God comes first, okay?
Not at all.
And he picked up the phone, so we all like, and then he let it be known. God answered our prayer. God came through. Just when you don't think, or just when you be like, man, how are we going to get this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to pay for this? How are we going to pay for our bills? How are we going to do this, that, and the other? Hello? Why are we worrying about it? We serve a mighty God. We serve a God who said he would provide for us. We just had to look to him, ask for him to help us. And that's what we did. Our children, they prayed about it, together, just them two.
Yeah, that's why we were still at the shop, and we had called them and told them what was going on.
Our son was like, I ain't even worried about it. God got us. That is a beautiful thing right there.
Yeah. Train your kids up right early, man, and I'll tell you, they will go in the right direction. I mean, even once they get older, they may go astray. I mean, I've done dumb things when I was a kid, things like that, but I'm back, what I'm saying? And I want to tell y'all something. Let me just hit y'all with a quick story. The story of Job is the first, in the first chapter of Job. It talks about how God wanted to try Job, but he had test him, and
No, God didn't want to test him. The devil said I could make him do.
No, God wanted to test him, and the devil was like, wait a minute, that's your servant who trusts you and won't go against you and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah. And the Satan was like, okay, yeah, I'll make him curse your name when this is all over with. And so he went and tested Job, of course, and all at once, these things happened. He lost oxen, he lost donkeys, he lost sheep, herds of sheep, he lost his children,
his wife.
And he jumped up and said, and got on his knees and said to the Lord, he says, you give it and you take it away, what I'm saying? But I still trust you. You're still all God and you're still in control. And he didn't charge God foolishly. So we have to remember that. Don't charge God foolishly because we had lost something or we're in a storm or something like that. Guess what? God is in the middle of your storm, and you can praise him in the middle of your storm because he's going to work it out.
Sure
it may not look like it right now, but he's going to work it out. So, yeah, we on the sideline chilling while Carolina Blue is in the shop. Have been. She went in the shop right
after Christmas.
Yeah, right after Christmas, you know what I'm saying? And so we took it to the shop to get a valve adjustment. We took it to the shop to get the sleeper shocks on the back of the sleeper replaced, and we got the heater fixed. The heater wasn't working right, so we got that stuff, just little stuff, and then got hit with that. So it is what it is, you guys. We're gonna do our thing, but I want to tell y'all that, and I want to share with y'all some pictures in which I may put the pictures in there, I may not, but it was of the valve cover gasket. When they adjust the valves, they have to take the valve cover gasket off. I mean, the valve cover off.
Replace the gasket.
Supposed to replace the gasket. It could possibly be reused, but you want to replace it. Well, what happened was the gasket got damaged, and so it dripped oil down the side of the engine after we picked it up from the shop from doing those things. So we drove it home, and then we drove it back to the shop because it was leaking oil, of course. Well, they fixed the valve cover gasket, and quick fix, no big deal, and noticed the turbo was leaking oil. So it is what it is. And we just want to give you that little intro before you actually see what was going on. And we're going to keep y'all informed of what's going on with Carolina Blue. But look to see her back on the road pulling them loads.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Praise God all the way through.
All the way up, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. God over everything. Peace. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, estaba un poquillo. Te mira mejor este queso, fíjate.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? Your boy JayDUB. We at the shop. We got to pick up a load today. It's going to Alabama. First stop, 3 stops around Atlanta. But I had to stop over here to get my load. Not my load. My bad. My truck worked on. As y'all can see, I'm at the shop. And y'all saw some work being done on Carolina Blue. We got the overhead adjusted. Which is something you want to do, adjust your valves and stuff like that. I got about 850,000 miles on her, so it's one of those things that I wanted to get done. Finally was able to get it done. Been put off a little bit, but she runs and purrs like a kitten. I picked it up yesterday. They got done yesterday, and the when I parked it, I didn't notice that it was leaking oil. Then when I came to go pick up my load this morning, I noticed it was oil underneath my truck, and it was oil all downside the engine. So I was like, you know what? It's time to get to the shop, see what's going on with that, of course, right? So got on over here, got me in, You know what I'm saying? Got a guy working on it right away. And what happened was the oil, not the oil, but the valve cover gasket actually, I don't think it got pinched or something like that. I think when they was taking it off, it got messed up. It looks like the original gasket, so they didn't put a new one on. And so that's what happens. You want to put a new gasket on to keep from putting the old one back on that possibly could work for you if it's not damaged. So mine was damaged, so that's why it leaked oil all over my engine. So that's going on right now. As you can see, he's tightening it down. We'll be ready to go in about another 10 minutes. We'll be up out of here riding, gliding, going to get our load picked up. It's gonna be a load of towel, and we're gonna go on over there and get that done for Atlanta. And paying pretty good because it's first of the year. So first of the year to y'all, Merry Christmas belated to you guys, as well as Happy New Year to you. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna finish getting this worked out over here, and then we gonna head on, go get our load picked up, go home and chill, cause yeah, we ain't got nothing else to do. And he just said it's done, so that's what's up. All right, y'all. So right around there, as y'all can see, some oil right around up in here on my turbo, and that is causing oil to be forced back into my engine from the turbo. So the turbo is forcing oil into my engine. Turbo's bad, or needs to be replaced or rebuilt, should I say. These actuators on top that make this turbo very expensive, but by the grace of God, man, we're gonna get another one, and that's just gonna be the end of it. You can see a little bit of oil residue right there. So yeah, man, after doing the valve adjustment on the truck, hold on, y'all, let these guys go. But after doing a valve adjustment on the truck, what happened was the way it needed to have a valve adjustment done on the engine, and it's actually running and purring like a kitten, you guys. But you can really see if the engine is hurting a little bit or down on power or whatever you want to call it. And the reason is because of the turbo. You know what I'm saying, you guys? All that was from the messed up gasket that was on it for the valve cover, which runs along there, which is the top of the engine, valve cover right there. But anyway, what happened was turbo, which is another twin turbo kit right here from a C15 engine, cat engine. But on mine, this one's bad, so it's forcing the boost and stuff. It's not really getting any boost. That's what they were saying. I was getting boost as I drove over here, but I didn't really need it because I'm bobtailing. And what happened was, as this is going out, the thrust is actually forcing the oil into my engine or something, because of the way the engine is actually running. The engine is running like it's supposed to run when it's first built or rebuilt and put back together, now that you have the valve adjustment. So we got to get a new turbo, man, or get this one rebuilt. And with rebuilding a turbo doesn't have warranty, so you want to get a new one. Got my lady on the inside of the shop. She is checking out some things for me, you know, making sure I can get another turbo at a discounted price or something like that. But as of right now, we're gonna have to get us a turbo and call it a day, man. So she don't advise me to drive the truck like this because it could lock up my engine, and then I gotta get an engine and a turbo. So I'd rather put a turbo in this truck and all that jazz right there. My wife is tripping out. She's with me. Y'all didn't see her. She's over there in the office chilling out. It's 30 7 degrees over here. I think it just warmed up to about 40, 42, but it's cold, man. And so she in the office chilling, trying to figure things out, and trying to wrap her head around it. I mean, this is part of trucking, you guys. You know, that's why you need to put money away, put money to the side, stuff like that. I don't have very much money set to the side because I was buying tires, and it's around the end of the year where things is a lot more, you know, it's just coming at you for its bills and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? You have to dip into that money sometimes. It's just what it is. But it is what it is. It's part of trucking. We're going to get through it through the grace of God. We're going to keep our head lifted up. You know what I'm saying? Your boy JayDUB. This is real life trucking. This ain't no, you know, put together video or nothing like that to be like, oh, you know, no, it's for real. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all the money. I'm gonna see if the company's already seeing if the company's gonna help me with this repair. Although I already have another repair out loan, which is the stuff that I just got done, which was the valve cover, adjusting of the valve, should I say, which is a head adjustment. I got some sleeper shocks put on, and I got the heater fixed because the heater went out, but it's because when they did the AC, they did something and it messed up the heater from working right. But other than that, man, we're gonna all we're gonna do is find a cab, get back to my Suburban, hop in that, and go home. You know. Sorry, y'all. My wife called me, let me know that she had just gotten paid. You know, so we got a little extra money in the bank than what we had, which is great. But nevertheless, man, we gonna lick our wounds, go home, and we ain't gonna worry about it. I'm not. You know why? Because it's part of trucking. It's part of life. You're gonna hit some rock bottoms and stuff like that. But I know the God that I serve. You know what I'm saying? He's mightier and greater than anything. So all I'm gonna do is be straight up and honest with everybody, which I already have been. You know, people that you know, I owe money to, which everybody do. It's called bills. You know what I'm saying? They just can't get their money right now. It's just what it is. Until I get this baby girl back up and rolling right. This is the main priority right here. You know what I'm saying? This is the money maker. You feel what I'm saying? Until we get this right, man, that's just what it is. So we gonna get this done. We gonna go home and tell my baby girl, my little boy what's going on. And like once again, we ain't gonna trip because that's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the Lord's hands. So anyway, it's your boy OG King J on the games. You feel what I'm saying? And off the games, it's your boy JayDUB, you know what I'm saying, coming to you live right here, man, today. You know what I'm saying? At the shop. We out, y'all. Next time you see me, man, I'm about to be riding right back in my baby girl right here. We out, man. We gonna get some blows. We gonna make some money. But guess what? We ain't gonna see the shop for a minute because the truck will be running like it's supposed to. Peace.